It's been a good day. It's been a good day. It's my birthday. It's my goddamn birthday. Who would have thought? Who would have frickin' thought? But it's the cool thing about being me, I guess. I don't think, therefore, I just ain't. It's a leap year, so that means I'm actually 2 years old. I was born in 1989 and a half on a leap year, so yeah, I'll be 3 next year, which is 17 years from now. I'm actually looking forward to it. I tend to think about living outside of the US, preferably on a moon base of some kind. I like moon bases. But it's been a good birthday so far. I went with my mom to the ocean today. I grabbed a rock. I felt kind of bad afterwards, but I grabbed a rock and I threw the rock into the ocean. And I could have sworn I heard the ocean go, ow! But I'm pretty sure that was my mom because when I reached back to throw it, I hit her in the face. I think it was just an honest mistake, an honest to God mistake. But still, I can never let that happen again, and I won't. So I chopped my hands off. They grew back, but I did. I mean, it's a long story, about 7 inches, something like that. I don't know. The story and 6 digits, because I lost a pinky, and it's not worth going into much more detail than that. But it was a good time. It was a good birthday. I think my table itches. So, I didn't want to draw. I didn't want to talk. I didn't want to breathe. But there's only one of those that I didn't do. I didn't draw. Because I was just sick and tired of it. I think my cat wants in. You want in? Where you at? Well, then quit knocking, you little shit. God damn. God damn. Quit knocking. Quit your fucking knocking. Sorry, everybody. I gotta get into something a little more comfortable. I'm actually broadcasting from my bedroom. And, well, heck, I just want to look nice for you, that's all. So, I'm getting in a truck the day after tomorrow. What the hell? That changes the light so much. I'm getting on a truck tomorrow. And I'm moving myself to Oregon. Oregon, that is. Oregon, as far as Mulder is concerned. And, you know, I'm getting out of California. Getting out of California for good. And for bad. Because Oregon is the place to be. I'm going to do a lot of fishing, a lot of smishing, and a lot of wishing. And if I play my cards right, I'm gonna do some dishing as well, because I do like dishing. It's so fun, and I can take it. That's why I dish it out. I'm still working on my jokes. They're not coming along well. It's been a long day. It's my birthday until midnight tonight. Yeah, and I have these weird ideas of what it means to even be alive anymore. Isn't that right, you old son of a gun? You old little bitch. Ow, don't. I love you. Always have. It's just crazy getting older and then still being able to, like, remember what it was like to be young. Like, really young. I forget what it was exactly, but it's silly. I forget what it was what I was talking about, but I remember that. Oh yeah, just when my teeth got messed up when I was a kid, and I remember that night really well. I remember things really well from being a kid, and I remember thinking even as a kid, being able to remember things so well as a child. I wonder if I'm gonna get older and remember things like this happening right now. And let me see. Yep, I'm remembering it right now. That's what you call recall. Total recall. Sorry. One sec. I love styrofoam. Hello, Jamon. Hello, Faithy. Why are you talking to no one? It's okay. It's okay. The name's Foam. She has a name. They don't call her nobody anymore. Or no one. She has a name. It's I call her Styro, but they call her Foam out back. It's been a long day. Look at her. The side of her face is all smushed right there. See that? But I love. Great question. Great question, by the way. I can answer that with one simple answer, and well, it's simple, really. It's as simple as oh, I hope that explains it. Because that's really what it's all about right there. That's really what it's all about. Like spilling water and making it look like you peed yourself. That's what life's all about. Don't let anybody tell you different, kids. Drinking water and peeing yourself is the best thing you can ever do for yourself. Isn't that right? See? What is going on? Why is there so many people commenting weird comments on YouTube Livers live feeds? WTH hockey sticks fiddle pickup with my butt cheek sticks. Well, I guess my first question, friend, would be why are you watching people do weird things on that, like the platform, like picking up, sticks with their butt cheeks, and trying to make friends with people on the internet? I think that's the wrong way to go. You gotta first of all, you gotta turn that frown upside down, son, and then you gotta flip that sign back around until it says cerrado, and that doesn't mean wet floor. That actually means closed, in case you weren't wondering. And then after that, you've got to go in and show the people who's boss. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm sure you'll figure it out, because you're the smart one. You're the smart one. I'm just a guy on YouTube. Doing my part, doing my job, making people think, making people drink, and making people wink. That's what I do, and that's what I'm going to be doing until the very day that I start living. Mm-hmm. Are you talking? Happy birthday. Thank you, Jamon. And besides, it's my birthday. I can be a little weird. I'm usually not weird at all. I play it pretty darn straight. Believe it or not. Because that's what people want to see. They just want to come on here and see people just being absolutely boring as fuck. And not being different or weird or being happy or being sad or anything. They want everything handed to them in a little soap bucket so they can soak it up with a biscuit as they're eating their morning bran flakes. And I'm right there with you, you know. I like stagnant. I like repetitive. I like all of my P's to look like P's and all of my Q's to look like Q's. I don't like dotting my T's, but I like crossing my I's. Like this. That's pretty good. I wish I could go the other way, though, so I can make real friends. If it were the 80s, I would be able to take my computer and actually turn you people into physical entities. I'm sorry that you have to live inside my phone. It's not fair to you. It seems like a lot of you are sentient, but without bodies, you're never going to be able to feel the kind of stuff that I can. See, that's called a pinch. I am pinching myself, and no, I am not dreaming. This is actually me pinching myself right now, and I am not waking up. Ow, fuck. Stop. God damn. Stupid. Sorry, everybody. What? Happy birthday, Chaz. What's up, guy? Hey. You like poops too? I like YouTubepoopshoot.com. That's I was just on there for a few hours before this, and let me tell you, it got a little messy. Stay hydrated. No, but let's get serious. 1 out of 10 people on this planet needs a sense of humor, and I, for one, am here to supply that demand. Unfortunately, my sense of humor has gone dry, and it doesn't make any sense to anybody anymore because I'm just as old as a bag of dicks. I mean, rocks, whatever. I don't even care. It's my birthday. My birthday next year is going to be on Friday the 13th. I think that's kind of cool. It's my claim to fame. But I'm looking forward to it. Something to look forward to for a change. That's some funny shit. That's some funny shit. That's some funny shit. Anyways. Hey, Chaz. Thank you. Hey, Milk. Your voice, your choice, recognition, pessimagician. You're a pessimagician? Wait, what am I? I think I'm reading that wrong. Your voice recognition is not good. What day do you head to Oregon? I was born on Friday the 13th. Hey, Jamon. I was born on Tuesday the 13th. But every so often it falls on a Friday, as you, I'm sure, understand. Congratulations, though. I head to Oregon the day after. Today's Thursday. Tomorrow's the day after today. And then I'm going the day after tomorrow. I think that's the most easy, that's the most universal way of saying that. Still don't mean a bag of dicks, I'll tell you that much. It's just out of this world confusing to me to even tell people when I'm doing anything. They're like, when are you coming over? You're supposed to be here an hour ago. And I said, I thought I said an hour and a half ago. And they said, no, you said an hour. And I said, I'll be there shortly. And then I don't come for another 3 days. That almost sounded naughty or religious, whatever you want to say, however you want to look at it. I don't care. What's the difference? Yeah, so I went and said goodbye to the ocean today because I'm not going to be able to see it for a while. And if I do, hopefully it'll be either the same one, which I've grown quite attached to, or it'll be the Oregon coast, which I also love. It's not like I did much swimming down in the ocean here anyways. I go to look and to pray and to try to sort out my soul by looking at something that's the closest thing I got to God. There's nothing like looking into those waters and feeling the motion of the ocean while applying some suntan lotion. I think that's all That's all that rhymes with that. There's nothing else in the world that could rhyme. But I had a good day. It was pouring over there too, and the waves were crazy. I actually got some footage of it. But it was a nice day. It was like the ocean was saying, "See you later, buddy. It was really nice having you, but maybe next time you can come sooner instead of waiting until like 10 years." And I said, "Thank you, ocean. I love you so much." "Well, thank you, little buddy. Have a good day." That's how I imagine the ocean talks when it talks back to me. Except for that one time when it was like, "Hey, little buddy." And I was like, "What the fuck?" But I think that was a squall. I think that was a squall. It was a very rare squall. Hmm? Hey, Petra. I look like a guy that was in the marine. You were in the marine with. Hmm. I get that a lot. Um, I was never in the Marines, but I don't get that. I don't get people saying, "Hey, you look like a dude that I was in the Marines with," but I people say that I look like someone that they used to know. I fucking hate that song. Let's see. So, what are your plans tonight? You're looking at it, buddy. Weekend roads might not be okay. I'm driving right on up. Commotion. I was gonna say locomotion. If you like the ocean so much, maybe you could take a boat up to Oregon. Wish I could. I wish I could. I actually, oops. I wish that I actually, there's a train that, I took the train from here to Portland like 2 months ago, I think, or something. And it was cool, but there is apparently a train that goes along the ocean, and I think that would be like unreal. But I do like the ocean a lot. In my dreams, I can breathe underwater, and I go to the ocean a lot in my dreams. And surprisingly enough, I don't die in them. I just because I mean obviously I can breathe, not but that's not the only threat. Obviously in the ocean, because when I go swimming in any water in my dream, there's usually a bunch of things going on under the water. If you know what I mean. And if you don't, I mean monsters and unseen forces that are always trying to grab you and pull you under and kill you and steal your soul. Just like in real life. Um, but yeah, no, I get told that like I remind people of other people a lot, I guess. Like I look like people. But I don't believe it. I don't think I look like anybody. And if I do, okay, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Maybe you were a whale before. Hey, somebody back in high school, my nickname was Moby Dick. It makes sense now. It all makes sense. Full circle, baby. Full circle. Yeah. Or maybe they were saying maybe Dick. I can't remember now. That was a long time ago. That was like 2 years ago. Jesus, high school? Oh my god. I graduated high school in 1997. And that to me still does not seem like that long ago. It's just like so weird how time works and doesn't work. It works against you when you're not thinking about it. When you're thinking about it, it takes forever. Time. What's it good for? Huh. What is it good for? Absolutely money. Say it again. Time. Huh. Good God, yo. I didn't write that song. That was war. Let's see. Love you. Hey, Netflix. It's been a while. Did somebody say something naughty? 99. 99. What did I miss? What did I miss, Chaz? What did I miss? Why 99? Um, hey, Kaylin. Said you're his favorite? I'm his favorite. Favorite what? Like, Somebody up there said I'm a weird YouTuber, so I don't know if I could be any. After somebody says that, I just don't. I don't know if I can be anybody's favorite. Cause I got some splaining to do. Seriously though, if you're not on YouTube looking for weirdness, like what are you looking for? I wish people could see like my search history or like what my recommendations are on YouTube because it tries to show me body cam footage. It tries to show me like Bigfoot, like Sasquatch tales from Native Americans and stuff, and like the A1 Atlas or whatever whatever what's it called, the A1 Atlas thing, which is apparently all sorts of weird stuff and like it doesn't even my YouTube channel doesn't even know if I'm a freaking Republican or a Democrat or if which I'm not either. But it feeds me like all this stuff like are you this? Are you this? And I'm like, hell no, what the fuck? I don't want none of that. But it is important to know your enemy and to know what you're not. I think it's more important to know what you're not rather than what you are because what you are can always change. The second you get out there and you start living and you start talking to people and living around people and living with people and eating people's food and sucking on their feet I might have said too much there. Oh, sucking on their fingers. Let's just say that sounds better than feet. You get it. You're right there with me. Let's see. I try killing, but I fail. I'm a failure. I'm a big fat ass failure. I'm a big POS failure. Point of sales. It's I was never any good at that. I was never any good at using POS systems, so I just where's that redundant? Is it POS systems I just say? I think so. I was never good at POS. I was just good at being one. Hmm? Funny and artist. We love you, Grubs. Hey, I love you too. That's it. I'll subscribe. Let's see. Dante, what does this say? Testes. Sense. Testes? You had me at testes. You had me at testes. You take the testy and you take a quiz on the testy and you learn more about the testy and you learn how to kill the testy in the best ways possible, testy. You twist and you twist until the testes come off. And then you've got 3 testes and you don't know what to do with them, so you twist and you twist and you twist and you twist. And then you mush them together and make them kiss. And then you've got a family of testes, and then the testes get all angry and they don't know what to do with themselves. So they get out there and they start shooting up and doing all sorts of horrible things on the street and filling up their bags with drugs and murder and hatred. And then they come back home and they kiss and they mooch and they make babies again and families of testes everywhere. Everywhere. I love this future. I think that is something that I want for my family. My family of future testes. Very much so. Joyce, can we get that on the calendar for next month, please? Thank you, doll. You're the best. Huh? Shut up, bitch. I'll miss you when you're dead. Nothing. Not nothing. Have a good weekend. That was close. She doesn't know what's coming. Little testy. Draw for us? No, I'm not going to be able to draw tonight. I'm barely even able to draw air into my nostrils and into my lungs. Through my nostrils and into my lungs. To grandmother's house we go. And shit. I was going to go out there and draw, but then I decided not to. I didn't even think anybody was even going to tune in. Besides, this table needs a good scratching still. I think I'm getting to the spot. Felt. Let's see. Right now. But you don't look overexcited about going to Oregon. Well, I'm not excited about leaving my mom and my aunt. And it's gonna be a long trip up there. And it's just It's a big change. And to be honest, it just freaking disheartens me the way that this stupid ass country is right now. And or Portland is a hot spot for everything, and it's just I don't know. It's gonna be a lot different, but it's like my town. I love that town, so it's just one of those places that makes me feel like I'm at home. I guess it's hard to explain because a lot of people don't feel that way about anywhere, but I feel that way about Portland. It's just my kind of town. But it's gonna be a big change, and I'm just nervous for the move. Like just a literal move. Once I'm there, it'll be fine. But yeah, it's just yeah, with the politics and everything, it's just ridiculous. But I lived there. I moved back in 2020, and that was when people were fucking idiots were burning masks and stuff like that, and protesting not getting haircuts. It was just like ridiculous. They were like burning masks in Boise, like the right wing folks. Just like, what the fuck are you doing? I had to work customer service all through that in Boise, Idaho, and in Portland. And people in Portland were like crazy about you. People are walking down the street, like towards me, like a half a block away, and they're grabbing their mask and they're putting their fucking mask on. And I'm like, what the fuck? We're outside, dude. But then in Boise, you got fucking right wingers out in front of the Capitol with their little children, and they're showing telling their children to throw their masks in these bonfires and shit. Like, what the fuck? It's just as equally as fucking dumb as like the next. And then everybody else who falls in between all these idiots just like has nowhere to go or not. I mean, or it doesn't matter who you are. You're just considered just you'll say one sentence on Instagram or like one freaking punctuation on TikTok, and everybody's like Nazi, you liberal. It's just like God damn. Why don't you all just shut the fuck up and let the rest of us breathe for a little bit? Good God. I'm just talking about extremists. You should be fighting for the right thing, but I think people know when they're trying to like fight for the wrong things. They just like being trolls, and they just like seeing other people angry because that's how people are now. It's like it's not about being right or wrong. It's how angry could I make that other person? I don't even think people really believe half the shit they say at all. And that's what scares me more than anything. Is that nobody believes in anything. Nobody respects other people's beliefs, but they expect you to bend over backwards for yours. And this is on all sides, on every side, And I'm I don't know. I could go off all day about this kind of crap. But obviously, when I say this, somebody's like, yeah, but, you know, people with the tiki torches. And I'm like, yeah, fuck them too. Fuck the not. I mean, if they are like white supremacists, fuck them, obviously. Do I have to go around and say that out loud? Do I need to get a shirt that says it? No. But if I see one in public, he's going to get a boot to the fucking face. I mean, that's what that shit's all about. I don't understand. Like, or if I'm getting attacked by anybody anymore, it's not like I'm just gonna sit. It's just, or if I see it's I don't know. It's just weird how you can't even try to have any kind of common sense. Why am I talking about this? I don't know why I'm talking about that. Because 2020 was weird ass too. Like, how people were just like, ah man, it's just really hard. And if it's hard for me, then imagine what it's like for people that are really suffering. It's just that I feel way too much. And I know that sounds like I'm trying to. What did this guy say the other day? What do you call it when somebody? Oh, virtue signaling. It's like no, it's like literally I can like feel people's pain that I've never met before, and it's doesn't make you want to hang out for very long. It makes you feel. The more you feel, the more alone you feel. I feel like. I feel like. I wish I could just go somewhere and disappear, but what's the fun in that too? I have a lot to say. And only, oh shit, 27 minutes to say it. Oh crap, I better start saying it. What was I gonna say? I forget. Yes, it's my birthday. I'm 46. I'm almost 50 years old. Nah, I won't let it ruin my birthday. I'll let my dreams ruin my birthday. I'm gonna have nightmares tonight. Let's see. Change is scary. I'm trying to read all your comments. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, Portland is gonna Portland is gonna be good for my imagination. Don't get me wrong. Wait, get me right. Don't get me wrong. How do you? What's? Anyways, I'm planning on going out and getting a lot of footage there, but not the kind that everybody else is. I want to go out and into the public and ask questions, but make it about art and ask people about art and stuff, and at least get backdrops like cities, different scenes, and I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully, like meet people who want to make videos and do silly things too, because I think that'd be fun to have like a little crew. That will be talked about for years to come, just like the flu epidemic in the 20s. Yeah. Don't let that cloud your mind. I know, I'm sorry. Birthday. And my next Willy is gonna be dedicated to you. Petra, gotcha. Wheels for grubs. Hey, thank you. And then is that a little frog? What is that? I can't even tell what that is. Yeah, and it's not even that I think that anything's gonna happen to me necessarily, but I would be afraid to see what happened to the other person if that was the case. But because after this happened, I swore I would never let anybody just do that anymore. Even though I'm not like a fighter or anything, it's like there's a difference between. The thing is, that I always have this, and I probably talked about it on my channel a million times back in the day, especially because I don't talk about politics as much as I used to, but because it's pointless. It's fucking pointless. People don't. People believe what they're gonna believe, and I guarantee you, you put 10 Republicans in a room, and they all believe different shit. You put 10, left. I don't even consider Democrats left. It's just that they happen to be left of the Republicans. They're just a corporate war party. They're both corporate war parties that don't care anything about the people. And then until like one person says something stupid, or not stupid necessarily, but somebody will say that guy over there bad, and then all of a sudden that person's a freaking hero. I mean, like all these horrible Democrats, they'll go out and they'll say bad things about these Republican people, and then all of a sudden everybody's looking at them like they're just God's gift to freedom or something. And it's like, these are still the people that gave you Trump twice, you idiots. It's just like they're not your fucking friend. They're just corporate shills. And they all have go to the same parties and the same donors, the same everything, and they make you feel like you're their best friend, and then they use your fucking shirt to wipe up your blood when it gets spilt on them. They don't care about you. They wouldn't even take off their own shirt to wipe up that blood. They'll take the shirt off your back to wipe up your own blood. And people grovel at their feet. It's pathetic. When we should be out there playing hopscotch and singing Kumbaya. Gotta change the system. That's what it's all about. And that's what I'm here to do. I'm gonna take some pills. There we go. And I'm gonna change that goddamn system. I liked Ralph. I think Ralph was great. You know? Yeah, and even he was too like much for the Democrat. They still blame Ralph Nader this for this. I mean, it cracks me up nowadays too, because back in the day everybody hated George W. Bush, and now he's like an old man and he paints pictures, and he says things on TV every once in a while, and that is sort of like normal common sense stuff, and people are like, "Oh my god, he was the greatest president ever." I'm like, y'all don't remember anything about this guy, do you? It wasn't that long ago. It was like, it's so weird to see history repeat itself over and over and over. And everybody on all sides are forced into corners that they don't want to be in, but they're just happy to vote for these people. They're just giddy to vote for these monsters. And that don't care about you or your family, and then people will defend their actions because well, if they wanted to come into this country, they should have done it legally. It's like the people who voted for that piece of shit don't believe anything about legality, or they don't care about lawful or the law or anything like that. Like my dad was a cop, and all those years he'd be like, "Well, I would be supportive of marijuana if it were legal." It's like, well, it's legal now, and you're still not supportive of it. So what does that make you? A fucking liar. You don't care about the law. You care about your feelings. It's just a bunch of. It's just a big bag of dicks out there, friends. It's just a big bag of dicks. It's my birthday, and I'll cry if I want to. Nah, I think anybody that turns people against each other is a freaking coward and a false idol and the golden freaking calf, and it's like right in front of their eyes, and they still don't see it. That's because people who claim to be uh, of the Bible have never even like picked or opened that freaking thing up and read it a day in their lives, or if they have, they certainly misinterpret it and it wrong. But there's a lot of crazy stuff in that book too, so I don't even know. Anyways, sorry. Hi, Frantic Freak. Hello, Frantic Freak. Going downstairs. I'll be back. Oh, oh, just kidding. Huh? Oh, what are you doing? You gonna get in here and say hi to everybody? You don't know get everyone knows how hi to everybody? What are you doing? My cat wants to say hi. Get over here. Come on. Okay. Never mind. Anywho, I know you guys got things to do. I just wanted to jump on here and look all cool and stuff and say some edgy things and then skedaddle. But it's been a good day. It's been a really good day. Sorry for the high horse sock puppet mule trap that I just did. Diatribe. What is that? Who is that? That's Abigail. Huh? Who is that? What do you see? What the hell? How was that? Mom? Huh? Okay. Okay, she's anti-fem. Sorry, folks, I gotta go. Duty calls. Look after yourself. I will, Frantic. Thank you. You got something for me to think about? Get some cake. I had some pie, some pumpkin pie. But I appreciate the help, everybody, or the support. I'll talk to you soon, okay? Thank you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate the company.